king's name! Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's this? Why are we stopping?
Huh? We're looking for a... Sir! General, sir!
Well, what are you looking for, Sergeant?
An escaped prisoner, sir. Convicted for preaching treason. Was to be hanged at Dover in the morning, but he got away, sir.
Treason?
Yeah, an American. From the colonies, my lord.
You, there.
There he is!
Gentry, over there! Shortly bucket!
I'm trying to be corporal, but he can't be far away. Try over there. Here you go. Come on, get up. Two of you, take the street. Come on, up. Come on.
Mr. Brackenbury! No sign of him, Mr. Brackenbury.
No, sir.
The impertinent rogue. Sergeant, continue the search. Sir. Forward!
Help me. I'm hurt.
Who's after you, lad? The excise men?
Soldiers. Soldiers out there.
They're always harrying decent people. Oh, lad, you're bleeding. You must go to one I think can help you. The Vicar of Dymchurch, Dr. Sin.
Sin? That's a strange name for a vicar, Mother.
He has a heart of gold, as Dr. Sin. Mild and gentle as a dove, lad.
He won't hand me over to the law.
Not if you ask him for sanctuary, he won't. Not Dr. Sin. Say I sent you. I'll tell you the way to go. Avoid the road.
Here you are, Vicar.
"68 kegs of brandy, 19 bales of silk. Captain Delacroix. On Thursday, it's the Dutchman's turn to deliver. Doing well, Sexton.
Why do you go on taking these chances, Vicar? You're not getting rich on it.
And since they don't know, the parish don't thank you.
Well, they can live and clothe themselves and their children and pay the taxes in a countryside bled white by the King's Parliament, which represents them and which buys and sells votes as if they were dealing in cattle.
You can't change the way of the world, Vicar.
No? Unjust laws can be altered as well as made by men. There's a new spirit in the world, and it's taxed out of existence, robbed of their independence by the King's government. The people must fight back how they can.
Well, men can't beat armies, sir.
Ideas can. Faith can move mountains. What we're doing here is just a pinprick, but 1,000 pinpricks put together will...
Who are you, stranger?
Gently, let's...
Dr. Sin. Mother Hathaway sent me, sir. There are troops out searching for me.
Why, what have you done? You're an American, are you not?
Yes, sir. I've been branded a traitor and sentenced to death for preaching sedition. You should know this because I asked for sanctuary.
Sedition?
That's what King George calls our wish for freedom and independence. Yes.
I can't deny you sanctuary, Mr.
Bates. Simon Bates, sir.
Mr. Bates. But it would not be safe for either of us to hide you here.
You'll give me up?
No. Mipps, take him to Mrs. Waggett's inn. My sexton will know what to say to her. She'll hide you till the coast is clear. You say nothing.
Then take this, sir. I stole it in my escape.
Stole it? Why?
I thought to get it to someone hereabouts. A man I heard about in prison. I think they call him the Scarecrow. It concerns him. I was going to trade it to him in the hope that he'd help me in return.
For all I hear, I don't think you'll find him. Many have tried and failed, Mr. Bates.
Ah, he's like the devil himself, they say. Riding the marshes like a ghost. He comes and goes, they say. Nobody knows
I'll
where.
deal with this if I can, but you must go, and quickly.
Thank you, sir. And God bless you.
Quickly. General Pugh. Dispatch of troops. Subjugate the whole marsh area. Whatever means necessary. Well, well, well.
I'm giving you fair warning, Sir Thomas. And if you're justice of the peace in these parts, you want to see justice carried out, mine or any other. And it hasn't been up to now, has it, eh?
Are you telling me my duty, sir?
I'm a blunt man, I say what's in my mind. You're the law here, and the law is being flouted. Revolutionaries and smugglers walking the roads. Wasn't I robbed last night not 10 miles from here in your district? In your parish, parson? Very well, then. You wait and see my justice.
I don't care for your manner, sir. There's a definition of a gentleman that says he's one who never wittingly gives offense. And what do you think of that, sir?
My definition of a good soldier, sir. Not having had my commission bought for me by a gentlemanly father, but having made my own way in the army, is one who achieves his aim and gets results. And the end justifies the means.
Father.
General? And what means do you intend to use, sir?
My son John, General.
You know that everybody has a price, young man. And for the price of freedom from the harrying of my troops, someone will come forward in the end and inform against this smuggling fellow, this scarecrow as he calls himself. And I'll not only be using troops either.
What then, General? I must warn you, I'm afraid, that the men of this parish are sturdy, independent folk. They do not frighten easily.
And the women?
Women. Women? You'll frighten women?
I'll do whatever I think fit to achieve my purpose here. I think the women will talk when they start to lose their menfolk. The Navy needs sailors. And I've asked for the press gangs, whose job it is to get them to come and help themselves here in the King's name, and none too gently.
General Pugh.
Father,
Keep
no.
out of this, Kate. Press gangs. Don't dare mention those blackguards in this house. In fact, sir, I've had all your talk I can stomach. Good day, sir.
Sir Thomas? Well, what have I said wrong?
My brother was press ganged into the Navy, sir. Clubbed insensible and dragged away to sea on his 18th birthday. 4 years ago.
And no word from him since. Nor can you understand my father's feelings.
I can, Miss Banks, believe me.
The Navy needs men and must get them how it can, Mr. Brackenbury. Do you deny that?
No, sir.
Then hold your tongue. Thank you for your hospitality. If I upset your father, I'm sorry for it, but I'm under orders, and orders are written to be obeyed. Madam, Dr. Sin, Master Banks, good day. Your men of the marshes have asked for rough treatment, and that's what they're going to get. The naval press gangs are on their way.
Farming country, eh? And on a Wednesday, not a man jack to be seen at work. Why not? Come on, lads, step lively. You're in the Royal Navy. Wake up. There's Dymchurch Spire ahead. Quick, march!
This special midweek service is this. Having talked with our squire and landlord, Thomas, a 2-day public holiday has been declared in honor of the birthday of our beloved King George. Furthermore,
He vanished like a ghost.
Scarecrow, I order every able-bodied man to leave the town immediately and hide himself in the marshes. The naval press gang is on its way under orders from the garrison at Dover to take every man they can lay hands upon. Hide, if you love your wives, your freedom. What authority has this man among you to give such orders?
Stop! Listen to me! Vicar, stop them!
Let it be on their conscience. I command no man.
widow.
The king, my beauty. Good King George, so don't you worry.
Ha, ha, ha.
Come on, what about some more brandy?
Get out of it.
How you can afford to stop brandy like this, missus, as if I didn't know.
What do you mean?
Friends with a gentleman, eh? Maybe someone would like to go to sea. Those that don't swing on the end of General Pugh's gallows, eh, lads?
You touch me, you oaf. Next time I'll split your head.
We should have you in the Navy, missus. All right, all right. Let's take it nice and easy, eh, shipmate? Or the lady's liable to cleave our chops. So, nice and easy, eh?
Good day to one and all. Mrs. Waggett? Mug of ale, missus?
You. Where'll we find some able-bodied men in these parts?
Oh, there ain't none, sailor.
You suppose I'd be a widow for 2 years if there was?
You folks is either born old or die young here. Unhealthy place, matey.
And it's gonna get unhealthier. When I...
Mrs. Waggett, come quick. My wife's in labor now. Hurry, please.
Well, well. A man at last. Here's one likely lad for the Navy.
Run for it, Joe!
All right, shipmates, tie him up. We'll see what we can coax out of him.
Go to his wife, missus. Leave this to me. Don't argue.
Yes, go to his wife. And tell her she better talk to us if he don't. Or she won't be seeing him for a long, long time.
You hit him too hard, sailor. You won't get no talking out of him. But I'll talk to you, because I knows what you want to know.
Talk, then.
Close the door, boy. Let's keep it all between friends, eh? You want to know about Scarecrow, don't you? You want to get your hands on him, don't you? Well, better you than me, sailor. Talk, talk. Go on. Oh, I hope you catch him. I hope you catch him. I haven't always been bent and stunted like this, matey. He done that. He just stared at me. It was like I'd been struck by lightning. I seen him up on the marsh on a big grey horse.
Where on the marsh?
Where he meets his men on Thursday nights, below Gibbet Corner, by the gallows. He's a fiend, sailor. He's a devil.
Gibbet Corner, you say?
Ah.
Thursdays, you say?
Ah. Yeah, lads. You won't tell no one I told you, sailor, or my life won't be worth a tinker's curse. But you'll split a golden pound if you take him, eh?
If? No if about it, matey. You keep your mouth shut.
Oh, aye, shipmate.
Told you to keep your eyes and your ears open. You appear to have opened your mouth as well. The orders have already gone out for the rendezvous at Gibbet Corner tomorrow. They can hardly be changed.
Yeah, I was confused, sir. Stobbart had already threatened the lad's wife that unless he talked...
Yes. Yes, his wife. That's an added danger. With the newborn baby and her husband already taken, she might well talk. Who can blame her?
Oh, what are you going to do, sir?
I don't know yet. First things first. There's a smuggling run tomorrow, and then... You've set me a fine problem.
I'm sorry, sir.
Well, isn't Mrs. Hadley's problem more important? She's lost her husband. You'd only lose a shipment. Well, don't you care about her?
I don't lose my head. I keep it on my shoulders, and I suggest that you do the same. I will start using mine now. You informer. Well, we'll all meet tomorrow night, as arranged, at Gibbet Corner. But listen carefully.
The Clipper was right. He is a ghost.
It's flesh and blood, and it can bleed.
After him! Blindfold him.
You'll hang for this, you dog. We're the king's men.
The king's vultures, sailor. Bring the powder monkey forward. You, my brave lad, are to be released and led blindfold from here to take this letter to General Pugh at Dover. The other bullies are to remain prisoners here. Off you go with him. We'll go too. Ungag the prisoners. You have bread and water. Bread without the weevil bug. Water that is pure. Better than you give the prisoners you drag aboard ship to serve the king.
You dog. If I had you and your gang aboard ship, I'd have you beaten till you died.
I've seen that too. Shout as much as you like. You're miles from anyone to hear you.
Deliver the man Hadley the press gang took to the beach at Smuggler's Cove tonight at 8 o'clock, and I will exchange my prisoners for him. Refuse me, and the king's service will be short of 6 dogs.
Does this madman think he can blackmail the crown, the law, me? You seen him?
Yes, sir. He's a devil, sir. He'll kill Petty Officer Stubbard for sure. And all of us.
Hold your tongue. Take him away. I'll hang 3 men of Dymchurch for every life this madman takes.
That won't bring the press gang back to life, sir.
No. And I'm answerable to the Admiralty for the bungling fools. Blackmail and ransom is in. The king exchanging prisoners with a rogue. Well, I'll agree.
You'll agree, sir?
Oh, yes. I'll agree. Why not?
Sir, do you really think the General will take Joe Hadley there tonight?
We'll see if my signal comes. You take your orders from Nips and do your part.
Please, take care tonight, sir. General Pugh's no fool.
Now, don't worry. You go with Mips and join Sam and the others.
But there's Mips now.
Scarecrow!
What are you doing here? Who are you?
A volunteer, Scarecrow. I brought him.
Why?
To help you with your plan.
What do you know of my plan?
Only what I heard Mr. Mitz here tell a man at the inn.
Loudmouth.
Well, it was only Sam and me, Scarecrow, and it's just as well he did overhear us. We need someone to man that boat we've got. There's a revenue cutter lying just off the shore.
So I volunteered.
But you're not one of my men.
No, but I've been cooped up, hidden at that inn for so long, I'm half off my head with boredom. Whoever sails that boat past the cutter to the beach risks a hanging if he's taken. Well, I'm condemned to hang already, so why not me?
Sounds fair. Very well, come with me. Sexton, go about your business.
Stubborn fool, you'll soon see you might just as well have talked and saved yourself a beating. Are the other men posted on all the escape routes?
Yes, sir.
Ah. There must be no mistakes tonight, Mr. Brackenbury. And I want this man, this scarecrow, taken alive.
Yes, sir. Untie him. He doesn't need to be bound like that.
For sure, the General.
Untie him.
Sir.
The revenue cutters covering the sea escape.
Now bring it to the wind. Steer full and by.
Aye, aye, sir. When the Scarecrow delivers the 6 naval hostages in exchange for the man Hadley, he'll bring an escort, at least as strong. And we'll take the lot.
What if the Scarecrow himself doesn't come, sir?
We'll hang the men we take publicly tomorrow unless he surrenders himself. 2 can play at the blackmail game.
Tricks, is it, General? Let Hadley go free or I'll blow your sergeant's brains out.
You're free to go, Hadley.
Run, man. Hide in the marshes.
But, sir...
I know what I'm doing. We have him now. Surrender in the King's name! We have you surrounded! Give yourself up! General! Well, shoot him, you fool! Front break! Ready! Aim! Put a shot across the bows! Aim! Fire! Cease firing! Get after him, you fool! Dragoons! Forward! Forward! Follow me!
I'll get Bates! Off with you two, quick!
All the way there! Heave! Come on, pull harder! Heave! Put your back to me! Heave! Halt! Now heave those barrels over the side and roll them up on the beach where it's high and dry.
Hold up!
We have the contraband anyway, sir. Blast the contraband. The scoundrel's clear. He tricked us, lied to me. We haven't even got his hostages.
Well, you tricked him, sir.
Tricked him? I'm the law. The General Pugh.
The king feared his name. Scarecrow, Scarecrow. The country folk all loved him just the same. Scarecrow, Scarecrow, Scarecrow. legend people tell of days long ago when the great scarecrow would ride from the jaws of hell and laugh with a fiendish yell. With his clothes all torn and tattered, through the black of night he'd ride. From the marsh to the close like a demon ghost, he'd show his face, then hide, and he'd laugh till he split his side. So the king told all his soldiers, hang him high or hang him low, but never return till the day I learn he's gone in flames below, or you'll hang with the great scarecrow. Scarecrow, scarecrow, scarecrow. The soldiers of the king feared his name. Scarecrow, scarecrow, scarecrow. The country folk all loved him just the same. Scarecrow, he would always help the farmer when there was no gold to bring. He'd find the way for the poor to pay the taxes of the king. Scarecrow, every man would sing. Scarecrow, scarecrow, the soldiers of the king feared his name. Scarecrow, 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 the country folk all loved him just the same. Scarecrow, scarecrow, scarecrow.
I tell you, I will not tolerate your troops burning cottages on my land.
Why not?
Because the people here are my people, General Pugh. My family have been squires of Dymchurch for 200 years.
I'm acting under orders that you're under, too, to maintain the law. You're justice of the peace.
Peace, yes. And you brought war here.
This is a war against time. Offering a reward for the capture of the scarecrow fellow who leads this rabble has been useless.
Yes, and so will be burning, terrorizing. My people hate you.
All right. I'll make a bargain with you.
Hmm?
I'll call off my men if you'll help me try another way.
Yes? Well?
Now then. The marsh people share equally the proceeds of these smuggling runs. That's the story, is it not? So, you're the squire here. Who among your tenants has been behind in his rents and then paid up recently? Suddenly. Inexplicably, perhaps. Well?
Yes, I see what you're getting at. I'll go through my accounts.
Yes, do that. Give me the names and get the fellows round to your house for questioning. They won't suspect anything if you ask them there. Then you leave them to me.
There's one that comes to mind. You might make a start with him.
Uh-huh.
Difficult fella. Bad farmer to a widower with 2 sons and an old mother he treats none too well. Ramsley's the name.
Right. He'll do for one. Send for him.
Very well. You'll be round at my house tomorrow morning. Stop this burning, do you hear?
The servant, sir.
Come in.
Sir Thomas sent for me. Joe Ramsley.
This way.
I'll show him in, William. Hello, Ramsley.
Morning, Master John. What does Sir Thomas want to see me for?
I don't know. It isn't my father anyway. Come on.
Come in.
Joe Ramsley, sir.
Morning, sir. Joseph Ramsley, North Farm, Bonington. You're not much of a farmer, are you? 3 years of bad harvests, sheep flock down to 60 head.
It's poor land, sir. I do my best.
You stayed on it. You got 6 months behind with your rent and suddenly paid it. You've been paying it ever since.
Yes, sir. Well,
How?
I've been selling off some of my sheep, sir. Sir Thomas never questioned it, sir.
No? Well, I do. I don't think you sold your sheep, Ransley. I think you're a smuggler.
Smuggler? I'm an honest man, sir.
Yes? You suddenly raised money from selling sheep? Where? To whom? Prove it with dates and bills of sale.
I don't keep no bills, sir.
Don't try lying to me, Ramsey. You're paid with smuggler's gold. You know who I'm after. The man who leads you, pays you off.
I don't know what you mean, sir.
Oh, yes, you do, and I'll give you a simple choice. I'll throw you into jail on suspicion, and I'll keep you there for questioning until you rot. Or finish. Or you'll turn King's evidence. Tell me all you know about the Scarecrow smuggling gang. Their movements, where they meet, and when. Nobody will know you talk, Ransley, but it's you or them.
I don't know nothing, sir. I swear I don't know.
You're under arrest.
No, wait, sir, wait.
Well?
I said I don't know nothing, sir, and I don't. But I may be able to find out, sir. I'd try if you'd give me a little time, sir.
I'll give you 48 hours. You'll either come forward with the names of the men you know to be in this madman's gang, these so-called gentlemen of the marshes, or you can rot in jail. Got 48 hours, Ramsey, you understand? Now get out.
Yes, sir. I'll find out all I can, sir.
You'd better.
But that's what I heard, sir. And one trait is enough to get you hanged. The rest of us as well.
And there's a shipment due from France tomorrow. General Pugh is staying at your father's, you say? Your head's really in the lion's mouth, isn't it?
Oh, they don't notice me, sir. You're going to let me ride with you tomorrow night, aren't you?
No, I'm afraid not. It's too risky.
I don't see why.
I said no, and you'll obey orders. Your task is to keep your eyes on General Pugh.
What about Ransley, sir? He's under orders for tomorrow's run.
Ransley's one of my men and has to be protected. I'm going to Bonington this afternoon, see what frame of mind he's in.
Afternoon, Vicar.
Afternoon, George. Brought some things for your grandmother.
Oh, I'll tell you here, sir.
Right.
Granny, the vicar's here to see you.
Is your father about, George?
He's round the back, sir. I'll tell him you're here.
Thank you. Hello, Mrs. Ransley. Nice to see you getting about again.
Thank you, Vicar.
I've brought something to cheer you up.
Oh, Vicar, you shouldn't. And to come all this way.
Oh, I've a big parish, Mrs. Ransley.
Not as big as your heart, Vicar. You're too kind.
Well, how are you? Joe and the boys looking after you properly?
Joe, my stepson looks after himself, sir. He don't care for nobody else.
Oh, that can't be true.
Whatever comforts we have here, sir, me and the boys is no thanks to him. It's because of the... You won't say I told you. I'm not supposed to tell nobody.
I'm as secret as the grave, Mrs. Ransley. You know that.
It's because of the Scarecrow and his smugglers that we ain't in debt no more. And Joe's one of them. I know it.
Surely not. That villain?
He's no villain, sir. To us poor folk. Believe me, sir, if it weren't for him, there's many hereabouts would starve. Joe would betray the Scarecrow himself. I heard him today telling the boys, making them agree to what he's going to do. They're afraid of him, sir, and I'm...
Well, Vicar, you wanted to see me?
Just to say good day to you, Ransley, and I brought these few things for your mother.
Stepmother. Time for your rest. Upstairs.
Yes, Joe. Yes, Joe, yes. I'm going. I'm going.
Can I get you a glass of brandy before you go, Vicar?
I thank you. Yes, you may indeed.
Oh, Vicar, I want to...
Take care of yourself, Mrs. Ransley.
Thank you, sir.
I'll call again.
God bless you, sir.
And you, Mrs. Ransley. Well. You're very generous with the brandy, my friend, at the price it is today.
Ah. It's a bigger price than you think.
I regret to say that a great deal of it in this parish has been smuggled in by some misguided men under the leadership of this Scarecrow fellow.
I don't know about that. Scarecrow. I don't know, but he'd talk about somebody else.
I'm surprised that among all the men who work for him, none has betrayed him yet.
Ah, because many of them are scared of him. That's why.
Otherwise they would betray him.
I don't know. I'll let him stay and find out. As many men don't want to spend the rest of their lives in this part. Some have no choice. But there's ways and means of getting away. Don't you forget that. I've got plans. Well, never mind. Thank you for calling, Vicar. Good health.
Well, I must get on my rounds. I've a busy afternoon ahead of me.
So I.
Good day to you, Ransley.
Good day to you. And goodbye.
I got another horse and cart, Dad.
Good. Leave it in the barn, Jim. You, George, load everything we can take on our cart, and you help him. Take it up to the old Oast House at Knoll Hill. I'll meet you there.
Dad, what you planning?
I'll tell you when we get to the Oast House. Go on, hurry. Oh. Come on, George, get on with it. Now, when we get the Bonington share of the contraband tomorrow night, we'll bring it back here. And then we'll stow our stuff on top of it, and then clear out.
Clear out?
Yeah, clear out. I got it. Away from here. And the Scarecrow, General Pugh, the lot. We'll sell the brandy bit by bit on the way to London. Then we can go where we want.
But the Scarecrow will find out.
Now, we'll be well on our way before he does. And with money in our pockets.
Dad, you can't do this.
Shut up. I tell you, I've got to. Or else Pugh will have me in jail. Come on, get on with it. What are you going to do now, sir?
Make an example of Ransley that will teach the others a lesson they won't forget in a hurry. Mutiny among the Scarecrow's men is a worse danger than the soldiers are.
Will you have to postpone tomorrow's run, then?
Oh, no, that cargo from France is too valuable for that.
Yes, but if Ransley thieves part of it, he'll make the Scarecrow look a fool to all the rest.
The government has sent an army to protect us. The army shall protect us. That's where you come in, John.
General, there's something here I think could do.
Why are you scowling?
I'm sorry, Kate. I was thinking about the General. He dislikes me and he thinks I'm a fool.
But he thinks everybody's a fool except himself. Why let it bother you? I think you're the nicest man I ever met.
Kate, if only I had a chance to do something, to make him sit up and take notice.
Brackenbury, can I talk to you a minute? I have something to tell you, sir.
Where have you been? He's always disappearing for hours on end.
Please, quiet. I was down at the harbor working on my boat, and I heard some men talking about a smuggling run this week.
Where and when?
Tomorrow night. They didn't say where the cargo would be landed, only where they'd be taking their part of it. It's a cargo of brandy.
And where are they taking it?
To Knoll Hill Oast House, they said. I could show you the place on a map. Why, there's enough cover are there for you to hide your soldiers and catch the Scarecrow's men red-handed.
The Scarecrow? These were his men?
From the way they spoke of him, I don't know who they were. I've never seen them before.
This is wonderful.
Will you report it to the General?
No. And don't you either. I'll take care of this myself.
All right. But you won't let anybody know that I told you what I heard, sir. The Scarecrow's men would kill me. I'll draw you a map and take it to your room.
It's true, Philip. They would kill him. They're desperate men.
Kate, this is the chance I've been waiting for. I'm sorry.
Skinnell, Davis, this is the Romney Village Fair. Take the Marsh Road eastward. Hurry. Right load. Sam, to Hathaway's. This load is for Dymchurch, sir. Bransley, your load is for the people of Bonington. Here we go, lads.
Get a move on, George. Hurry up. Now load out here. Come on, we no time to waste.
What are you going to do about Granny, Dad?
Okay, leave her. She'll be in the way.
Yeah, but Dad...
Come on, get on with it. Oh, the King's Ned. Run for it, lads. Hold, Ransley. Hold your fire.
Court has heard the evidence against these wretched men. They were caught red-handed, with 20 kegs of contraband spirit in their possession, defrauding His Majesty's revenue. I demand that they suffer the extreme penalty of the law. Unless, as I am instructed by General Pugh, they here and now confide the name of their leader, called the Scarecrow, in which case the Crown will not press for their death by hanging.
I don't know who the Scarecrow is. I tell you, I don't know. Nobody knows.
But you've seen him, spoken to him.
Only to get orders. When he called a meeting, I haven't...
Where does he hold his meetings? Tell me that.
Different places. Different every time. On the beach. On the marsh. In somebody's barn.
Why protect him now? He betrayed you. Who is the man, Ransley?
I don't know, sir. Or else I'd tell the court. I don't want to swing for the likes of him.
Silence! Silence in court.
That concludes the case for the prosecution, Your Worship.
Joseph Ransley. George Ransley, James Ransley. The court is left with no alternative.
But by your leave, Your Worship, I've just returned home and I found this note. It's a threat, sir, and I do not care for threats.
What's it? If the Reverend Dr. Sins speaks for the prisoners on trial, he will answer to the Scarecrow with his own life?
Who would want to threaten you, Parson? Were you about to speak for these ruffians in the dock? How do you know that?
Oh, well, General, words get spread, I suppose. I had mentioned to my sexton, Mipps, a point of law that had occurred to me regarding this case, and Mipps is not averse to an audience at the inn, where many people spend their evenings.
What point of law, Vicar?
Well, one which, if you will allow me, would certainly save these unhappy prisoners from punishment, were it proved true.
What is this point of law that occurred to you, Vicar?
Well, sir, would this arch-smuggler, knowing that the prisoners were false to him, as undoubtedly he did, would he waste 20 kegs of expensive spirit to bait his trap? I wondered if the contents of the kegs had been examined. Has counsel for the Crown any objection to this?
No. No, of course not.
Beadle? Go and open the kegs.
General, I trust I can rely on the protection of your troops for coming forward after this threat to my safety.
Of course, of course.
Well, Beadle?
Your Worship, the kegs are filled with seawater. Every one we've tried.
Seawater?
Seawater?
There is no law in England that can hang a man or even imprison him for carrying kegs of water.
The case is dismissed. The prisoners, Ransley, can go free.
You incompetent. I thought you were a fool, and now I know you are. You bungled this whole business.
Yes, General.
Trying to take the law into your own hands. Get out of my sight. Report back to Dover Castle.
Thank you, Vicar. Thank you for what you've done.
You've escaped the law, Ransley, but your scarecrow leader won't let you escape him, nor any of his men who know you for a traitor if you stay in this district. You'd best get away as far as you can.
You got off this hook, but you're still on mine, Ransley. You've till tonight, that's all.
Keep close watch on Ransley. Off you go. And you can watch Mr. Frank, the prosecutor.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Roll it.
Sherry, please. Rum for me, Mrs. Waggett, please. This case you came down for must have been a great disappointment to you, sir.
And who might you be?
Me, sir? Mr. Mipps, sir. Sexton, verger, carpenter, and undertaker. And what is more, right-hand man in matters spiritual and otherwise to the vicar, Dr. Sinn.
Indeed. You seem to mind every kind of business, except your own.
Oh, that's very good, sir. Very good. If you want to know anything about anyone in these parts, I'm the man to come to. And being a servant of the church, the soul of discretion, and on the side of the law. Well, I suppose you'll be on your way back to London tomorrow, now that your business here is over.
Perhaps it isn't, Mr. Mipps. Perhaps it isn't.
Allow me, sir. It's an honor for me. Thank you. Your very good health, sir. Yes, I felt for you in the court today.
Did you? Well, and your very good health, too. You say you're on the side of the law, Sexton.
Well, naturally.
Surely I am, sir.
The law was thwarted today. You realize that?
Ah, that Ransley's a villain, sir. A villain. It is a wicked miscarriage of justice.
How far away does this Ransley live?
About an hour's ride on a good horse, sir.
Can you get me a good horse without all the world knowing tonight?
Tonight, sir? Why tonight?
Can you get me a good horse, Sexton?
Yeah, yes. I can get that for you, sir. But, mum's the word, eh? I'll meet you at the fork in the sea road in half an hour. I'll have the horse for you there. Right. Oh, well. I'm for home and bed. Good night, Mrs. Waggett. Good night, sir. Good night, boy.
Oh. It's you, eh? What do you want with me?
To talk to you.
The prosecutor's just gone in.
I know, I followed him here. Are all the Ranses there?
No, only him. The boys have run away and the old lady's gone.
How can we hear what's going on?
This door leads to the kitchen.
I'm getting out of here.
Run away? Where are you going to run? This Scarecrow fellow or his followers will stop you going, unless you stop them first. Your life isn't worth that, unless I help you, which I won't do without you help me.
You can't touch me now. You can't try me twice for the same offense.
You were acquitted by a trick. You didn't know there was water in those kegs. The Scarecrow knew it, Ransley. And if he knew that, he knows you plan to run.
I gotta run. Not only from him and the others. General Pugh's after me, too.
General Pugh?
Put me in jail. Unless I turn King's evidence.
You tell me what I want to know, and I'll offer you something much better than that.
What do you mean?
The reward for your leader, Ransley. Give me the names of the rest of your gang so that I can bring them to trial.
And get me throat cut for certain?
You get it cut if you stay. And if you run.
Oh, leave me alone, can't you?
Listen to me. The Department of Revenue will protect you if you talk.
I can't talk.
They won't even know it was you. And even if they did, you'll be 100 miles away with enough money to start another life.
They'll kill me for sure.
They won't know. You won't even have to appear in court. Your written statement's all I need. And the signal system. And the hiding places for your loot.
That'll do you no good. I don't know who the Scarecrow is.
He'll come forward when we've hanged a few of his men. Or someone will give him up. You leave that to me. Give me some names, Ransley. You owe him nothing. And you can buy your freedom.
You? The Scarecrow? General Pugh? You're driving me out of my head.
Talk, and there'll be 999 more like this. The reward, you fool. Keep out of General Pugh's way. Bring your list of names to me. 20 will do. I'll meet you this time tomorrow night at the castle ruins, and you can have the rest. Then you will be safe. Safe from General Pugh because you'll have done your duty, and safe from all the rest as well. Fail me, and you are finished.
Nobody'll know?
Nobody. Ransley? Ransley?
Why you pull me like this? I ain't done nothing. Tie me, Cash. I'll fight any two of you. What's wrong with you? You're my mates. I'm one of you, ain't I?
No, Ransley.
This court is now in session. Uncover the second prisoner's eyes so that he can see the Scarecrow's justice.
You pack of scoundrels. In the king's name, I demand that you release me.
Gag him. Now the indictment against the first prisoner. Joseph Ransley, you stand charged with treachery. How say you, guilty or not guilty?
I ain't hurt you none, Scarecrow.
Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty, Cassia.
First witness. Curlew. I, the undersigned, witness the accused Ransley's conversation with the prosecutor for His Majesty's Department of Customs and Excise on the night of the 16th.
What?
During which conversation the said Ransley agreed to turn King's evidence against the rest of us assembled here. Silence! Further, the accused agreed to hand over 20 names of men in our organization and to sell this list for gold to Prosecutor Fry.
That's a lie. I ain't even spoken to him. Except in the court. That time the parson got me off.
You're lying, Ransley. You were offered gold to betray your friends.
No.
This gold. Taken
man from Prosecutor Frag who came to keep his bargain with you. Next witness, Hellspite. I, the undersigned, witness the second prisoner, Prosecutor Frag, in the company of Mips, the sexton of Dymchurch, at the fork in the sea road. I followed the said Frag across the marsh to the accused's cottage. This, on the night of the 16th.
Lies. It's all lies.
Silence. Stand down. And now my deposition, Ransley. On the last run of my gentleman, you attempted to steal from us, were caught, and put on trial.
Didn't I you none? And I was acquitted.
Through the intercession of a parson who disobeyed my instructions not to interfere. I'll deal with him later. You told the prosecutor at your trial that you would betray me if you could. In spite of the oath you made with me, the oath that every man here has taken. What kind of man will sell his friends to the hangman for gold, Ransley?
I ain't done that.
I never intended to.
No.
Empty his pockets. Here are the names he would sell. Perhaps your names are among them. You were taking that note to the prisoner Frag tonight?
Right, Casher. So I was. You think you own us all. You were going to kill me. You drove my sons away, and the army was after me.
Cheat, liar, traitor, convicted by your own words. Gentlemen of the jury, how say you? Is the prisoner guilty or not guilty? Guilty it is. And this court sentences you to die accordingly. You dog, you're not fit to live.
What are you going to do? No, no.
Gag him, Hellspite.
No, no, no. No.
And spare us seeing him die a coward as well as a traitor. You, curlew, cover the lanterns.
No.
Uncover the lanterns. Justice is done. So ain't all men who have betrayed the Scarecrow and the people of the marshes. Dingo! Curlew, give my gentleman the king's gold. Share it among you. And remember, the Scarecrow's justice. Now go! Quickly! Let him down. He's fainted. I was afraid he'd come to while Frag was still here. Ransley!
Oh, no, no. No.
You're dead, Ransley. Dead! To all the men of the marsh who would otherwise kill you. I give you 1 hour to cross the county line and away from here, otherwise you'll really die. You're dead! Run for your life! Is the coffin ready?
Aye, sir. I finished it yesterday.
Laughter, Sexton. Have you no respect for the dead?
Well, sir, as you said, so end all traitors. And the Scarecrow's men still ride the marshes.
Can nobody stop the villain?
They'll still try, sir. Don't worry, they'll still try. Look.
Archie! Save some space in your graveyard, Parson, for the Scarecrow. Because I swear to you he'll be there. And soon. Arch!
Good luck to you, General, and take care with that cold you have.
Forward!
Scarecrow, the soldiers of the king feared his name. Scarecrow, the country folk all loved him just the same. Scarecrow, Scarecrow, Scarecrow.
Scarecrow of Romney Marsh.
Through the black of night he'd ride. From the marsh to the coast like a demon ghost, he'd show his face, then hide. And he'd laugh till he split his side. So the king told all his soldiers, hang him high or hang him low, but never return till the day I learn he's gone in flames below. Or you'll hang with the great Scarecrow. Scarecrow. The king feared his name. Scarecrow, Scarecrow. The country folk all loved him just the same. Scarecrow. He would always help the farmer when there was no gold to bring. He'd find a way for the poor to pay the taxes of the king. Scarecrow, every man would sing. Scarecrow, Scarecrow, the soldiers of the king feared his name. Scarecrow, Scarecrow, the country folk all loved him just the same. Scarecrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I sent for you so you could explain to me this enormous loss in revenue. Your orders were to stamp out this smuggling, yet in the weeks you've been down there, it's grown worse. Well, sir? Well?
The whole countryside protects the smugglers and their leader, Your Majesty. They see him as a benefactor.
Protects? My Home Secretary bombards me with figures of the drop in excise duties. I have to listen to sly jokes at my expense, at my army's expense. Cartoons appear in the public press, showing me dancing like a puppet on strings, held by this fellow they call the Scarecrow. I send you extra troops, and what happens? Nothing. Nothing. I'm making a fool of yourself, you make a fool of me.
I'm doing my best, sir, but as I said...
Your best is not good enough, General. You let this scoundrel slip through your fingers, didn't you? Well, sir?
General?
I did everything in my...
Silence! I should relieve you of your command, perhaps. Hey? Hey, sir?
If you'll give me a little more time...
Time. I have a war in France, rumors of insurrection in America, and I must give you time, more money, more men to deal with a pack of smuggling yokels in my own country. You're incompetent, lax, General.
I'll stamp out this business, Your Majesty. I give you my word. Just 1 month, sir.
I'll give you 1 month. The War Office said that you were a hard man, General. Well, sir, be hard. You hear me, eh? Be hard. Now go back to your command and use your brains.
Hey, Sergeant. No, Sergeant. Hey, let's wait for the help. Forward!
Oh, I ain't old, Vicar. You'd think I might beat you once in a while. He's as clever as a fox.
Do you play, General?
No, I haven't got the patience for games.
But you hunt the fox, though, don't you, sir?
Well?
General Pugh, sir. Squadron searching the marshes, cooperating with the naval picket.
I know.
All the press gang men who jumped ship at Dover have been recaptured, sir.
Good.
Except one.
What?
A man was seen heading for Dymchurch an hour ago, but we lost him. Permission to carry out house-to-house search, sir?
Yes.
Sir.
Every house, you understand, and thoroughly. Spare no one. This is the chance I've been waiting for to turn this place inside out. I don't wonder a deserter would head this way.
Why, General?
Because your people here are lawless themselves. They shield this scarecrow and his smugglers, don't they?
You've no proof of that.
They do. And if I find one of them, any of them, hiding a deserter, there'll be some hanging here.
Well, right, Thomas. It's time I was getting home. Good night to you, Vicar.
I'll see you to the gate, sir.
Hello. General?
If they search every house, they'll find Mr. Bates, the American rebel you're hiding.
We'll have to move him. Come on. If you're the deserter, we're here to help, not harm you. I'm Dr. Sin, Vicar of Dymchurch.
Dr. Sin.
Can't believe it after all these years. You know him, John? It's Harry, your brother.
I didn't recognize you either. You've grown so much.
And you with a beard. You used to be fat.
Did you just come?
I had to wait till it was dark. Anyone here would know me.
Why, Harry, come in the house. Well, Father's there and...
Well, I can't. There are soldiers there. I saw them through the window.
Harry.
You heard General Pugh. They hanged deserters from the Navy. Harry's the man they're looking for.
I have my authority from the king. If you have any objection, complain to him, sir, not to me. Thank you for dinner and good night.
Good night to you, sir.
Madam, Mr. Brackenbury.
General, won't you let Philip stay a little longer? Just as a favor to me, please.
Very well.
Speak to Father now.
All right, Kate. Could I talk to you a moment, sir?
Hmm?
Have I your permission to ask for Kate's hand, sir?
No, sir. You have not. I understand that your family regards you as independent and rebellious, and they've cut you off. Am I right?
Well, yes, sir, it's true. My father and I...
And that you live on your army pay. Am I to know that you're not more interested in Kate's fortune than her hand?
As Kate's father, sir, you may consider it your privilege to question my honor. But I'm afraid I do not. Good night, Sir Thomas.
Good night, Mr. Brackenbury.
I'm leaving. There's nothing more to say after that.
Isn't there something to say to me? Father fights everybody. He only expects those who fight him back. And so do I. Aren't you going to fight for me?
Kate.
You know, when we're in port, we're netted below decks like cattle. Fed and watered and penned and driven to the slaughter.
What's this? Vicar?
Hello, Father.
Harry? Harry. It can't be. It can't be you.
After all these years, boy. I thought you were dead.
Only half dead, Father.
You look at it. Why are you here? Hiding like a criminal.
I am a criminal, sir.
Harry's the deserter they're looking for, Sir Thomas.
You deserted?
Escaped. They took me by force, and I got away by force. 4 years of my life they've had. Want to see the decorations I got in the King's service? I'm no longer going to be treated like a dog.
My dear boy. Come over to the house. You look starved.
I am, sir.
You can't go to the house, sir. Philip Brackenbury's still there.
I must get you away. Leave this to me, Sir Thomas, will
Yes,
you?
but how will
And
you-
ask no questions. If you know nothing, then you'll not have to lie when the Navy comes searching.
I'll see you again, boy. As soon as I can.
Don't worry, my sexton and I will deal with this. Go with your father, John.
Good night, sir.
Do you think he heard or saw anything?
I don't know, sir. But if he did, we'll soon find out. So will Dr. Sin.
I must warn him to get Harry away at once.
My family. Hundreds of years of pride and privilege. I wonder what they think